Welcome to Daily Scripture Reading. I do not own the rights to this music. Psalm chapter 44, the King James Version. We have heard with our ears, O God. Our fathers have told us what work thou didst in their days, in the times of old, how thou didst drive out the heathen with thy hand, and plantest them, how thou didst afflict the people, and cast them out. For they got not the land in possession by their own sword, neither did their own arm save them, but thy right hand and thine arm, and the light of thy countenance, because thou hadst a favor unto them. Thou art my King, O God. Command deliverances for Jacob. Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. But thou hast saved us from our enemies, and hast put them to shame that hated us. In God we boast all the day long, and praise thy name forever. Selah. But thou hast cast off, and put us to shame, and goest not forth with our armies. Thou makest us to turn back from the enemy, and they which hate us spoil for themselves. Thou hast given us like sheep appointed for meat, and hast scattered us among the heathen. Thou sellest thy people for naught, and dost not increase thy wealth by their price. Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are round about us. Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people. My confusion is continually before me, and the shame of my face hath covered me. For the voice of him that reproacheth and blasphemeth, my reason of the enemy and avenger, all this is come upon us. Yet have we not forgotten thee, neither have we dealt falsely in thy covenant. Our heart is not turned back, neither have our steps declined from thy way. Though thou hast sore broken us in the place of dragons, and covered us with the shadow of death. If we have forgotten the name of our God, or stretched out our hands to a strange God, shall not God search this out? For he knoweth the secrets of the heart. Yea, for thy sake are we killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Awake, why sleepest thou, O Lord? Arise, cast us not off forever. Wherefore hidest thou thy face, and forgettest our affliction and our oppression? For our soul is bowed down to the dust, our belly cleaveth unto the earth. Arise for our help, and redeem us for thy mercy's sake. The Amplified Version of Psalm chapter 44. Former times of help and present troubles. We have heard with our ears, O God. Our fathers have told us the work you did in their days, in the days of old. You drove out the pagan nations with your own hand. Then you planted and established them, Israel. It was by your power that you uprooted the pagan peoples. Then you spread them abroad. For our fathers did not possess the land of Canaan by their own sword, nor did their own arm save them, but your right hand and your arm and the light of your presence, because you favored and delighted in them. You are my King, O God. Command victories and deliverance for Jacob, Israel. Through you we will gore out our enemies like a bull. Through your name we will trample down those who rise up against us. For I will not trust in my bow, nor will my sword save me. But you have saved us from our enemies, and you have put them to shame and humiliated those who hate us. In God we have boasted all the day long, and we will praise and give thanks to your name forever. Selah. But now you have rejected us and brought us to dishonor. And you do not go out with our armies to lead us to victory. You make us turn back from the enemy, and those who hate us taken spoil for themselves. and those who hate us have taken spoil for themselves. You have made us like sheep to be eaten as mutton, and have scattered us in exile among the nations. You sell your people cheaply, and have not increased your wealth by their sale. You have made us the reproach and taunt of our neighbors, a scoffing and a derision to those around us. You make us a byword among the nations, a laughingstock among the people. My dishonor is before me all day long, and humiliation has covered my face. Because of the voice of the taunter and reviler, because of the presence of the enemy and the avenger, all this has come upon us. Yet we have not forgotten you, nor have we been false to your covenant, which you made with our fathers. Our heart has not turned back, nor have our steps wandered from your path. Yet you have distressingly crushed us in the place of jackals, and covered us with the deep darkness of the shadow of death. If we had forgotten the name of our God, or stretched out our hands to a strange God, would not God discover this? For he knows the secrets of the heart. But for your sake we are killed all the day long. We are considered as sheep to be slaughtered. Awake! Why do you sleep, O Lord? Awaken! Do not reject us forever. Why do you hide your face and forget our affliction and our oppression? For our life has melted away into the dust. Our body clings to the ground. Rise up, come be our help, and ransom us for the sake of your steadfast love. The New Living Translation of Psalm 44. O God, we have heard it with our own ears. Our ancestors have told us of all you did in their day, in days long ago. You drove out the pagan nations by your power, and gave all the land to our ancestors. You crushed their enemies, and set our ancestors free. They did not conquer the land with their swords. It was not their own strong arm that gave them victory. It was your right hand and strong arm, and the blinding light from your face that helped them, for you loved them. You are my King and my God. You command victories for Israel. Only by your power can we push back our enemies. Only in your name can we trample our foes. I do not trust in my bow. I do not count on my sword to save me. You are the one who gives us victory over our enemies. You disgrace those who hate us. O God, we give glory to you all day long, and constantly praise your name. But now you have tossed us aside in dishonor. You no longer lead our armies to battle. You make us retreat from our enemies, and allow those who hate us to plunder our land. You have butchered us like sheep, and scattered us among the nations. You sold your precious people for a pittance, making nothing on the sale. You let our neighbors mock us. We are an object of scorn and derision to those around us. You have made us the butt of their jokes. They shake their heads at us in scorn. We can't escape the constant humiliation. Shame is written across our faces. All we hear are the taunts of our mockers. All we see are our vengeful enemies. All this has happened though we have not forgotten you. We have not violated your covenant. Our hearts have not deserted you. We have not strayed from your path. Yet you have crushed us in the jackal's desert home. You have covered us with darkness and death. If we have forgotten the name of our God, or spread our hands in prayer to foreign gods, God would surely have known it, for he knows the secrets of every heart. But for your sake, we are killed every day. We are being slaughtered like sheep. Wake up, O Lord. Why do you sleep? Get up. Do not reject us forever. Why do you look the other way? Why do you ignore our suffering and oppression? We collapse in the dust, lying face down in the dirt. Rise up, help us, ransom us because of your unfailing love. The end. God bless you, and thank you for joining me today.